Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm trying this again, trying to do my empties and unempties. So I did try to film this last night, but found I was like spluttering through my words and stuff. So I'm still trying to get over what this is. I mean, the cold side of it I think is done, but I do have a bit of a funky immune system that likes to go into overdrive after certain triggers, and viruses tends to be a trigger for it. So now I'm dealing with, like, you know, face rashes and swollen eyes and all of that kind of wonderful immune system junk. So apologies, I still sound terrible. I'm still struggling. I can smell again, which is fantastic because that did disappear for a little while. But it's just making it hard for me to get through all these videos and pack away what I melted last week. And I've still got some I've still got to do my Super Tarts and K videos. So, yeah, it hasn't been ideal, to say the least. Alright, so let's get stuck into it. If I need to take a break, I'll do 2 separate videos, empties and then unempties. I have noticed that just when I split them, it's like the views get split. So it's like I get 50% people watch one and 50% of people watch the other. I'm not really sure what people's preference is as to whether I do them separately or together. I kind of like doing them together personally, but like just get it all out of the way, but I don't know. Maybe some people prefer one side and not the other. So empties. And so some of the empties, so there were a couple of days this week I didn't melt, and some of the empties are things that I just couldn't smell because I melted them on days that I couldn't smell. So, and this was one of them. So Night King from Super Tarts, Ozone, Clean Beach, Citrus, Moss, Tonka, Spearmint, Peppermint, Fresh Mint, Vanilla Bean. So when I realised I couldn't smell, I went raiding my collection for peppermint scents. So if you've watched my channel before, you know that I can't stand like sinus soothing, strong nose clearing peppermint scents. Like, they give me a headache, they aggravate my sinuses, they make me feel awful. But this week I just wanted to be able to smell something, anything. So for the first time in my life, I was kind of sad that I didn't have any scents like that in the house. And sort of I went through trying to find anything that I would be able to smell, because I just don't keep those scents. And I did settle on this one, but I couldn't smell it in the end. It is a more subtle scent, I think, anyway. Like, that's one of the reasons why I kept it, because it is not an in-your-face kind of nose-clearing peppermint scent. It is a really nice scent. Like, I like the balance of kind of the fresh, because stainless steel is quite sort of fresh smelling in a cologne-like way to me. So I do quite enjoy that. But, yeah, this time around I couldn't smell it. I don't think Night King is a repurchase. I have enjoyed it in the past, but it's not like one I'm like crazy obsessed with or anything. So, Alien from Super Tarts. So this one I could smell. Apple cider vanilla bean donuts. This one, it's not my favourite apple cider donut scent. There's something about it that smells kind of clean, like a clean apple, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's her cider, because I don't think I've melted too much with Super Tarts apple cider. I love her Harvest Ale. I melt her Harvest Ale a lot, but not really cider. So it could be the cider, but there's something about this, yeah, that just doesn't, the clean part of it doesn't, I feel like it just doesn't. I want kind of cozy, warm bakery and cider, and clean just doesn't really fit with that, if that makes sense. Does throw well, but that one's not a repurchase. It's just not a favourite of mine. I did this sample of Teddy B's Hot Pie. I'm going to keep trying to drink as I go, because otherwise my throat gets all raspy and then I cough. And I really don't want to like upload videos of me coughing and spluttering all over the place, although I've probably already done it a little bit with the vendor wax hauls, but anyway. So Hot Pie is, let's see if I can find the notes, because I was going to melt the souffle and then I realised that I had the I was only melting in one room, and I had the, no, I can't find it. I had the sample right there. So, it's Palo Santo. It's got like cinnamon donuts. It's got pink chiffon. It's probably got something else. To me, it's a really cozy, slightly spicy kind of bakery Palo, with just a dash of pink chiffon, like this kind of girly sweetness. It is really nice. Really unique. It's really warm and comforting. Like, it's got kind of a cozy spice to it without being too much. So I really enjoy Hot Pie. I had a souffle of it a while, not a souffle, it was back when she did like mini loaves, so way before the souffles. And I finished it and I remember thinking, oh, I like it, but I don't really need it again. But I'm having a bit of a renaissance with it. I'm really enjoying it. So still got a souffle. We'll probably purchase more if it pops up in a pre-sale again, because I really like that scent and it does perform well for me. Tea Time Tarts Abominable Snowman. So this is peppermint, blue sugar and toasted marshmallow. Another one that I picked just to melt some peppermint. Couldn't smell it. This one was actually in my de-stash box because it just wasn't one that I thought I was going to melt. So it's not going to be repurchased anyway. But yeah, I couldn't smell it. But that was me. Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Ice cream scoop bread. And pink frosted cake from L3. This one, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So ice cream scoop bread I don't love. It has this kind of nutty almondy tone to it that I do not like. And Cupcakes at Tiffany's, I can deal with it in some blends, but it's got kind of a toffee note to it that I don't love. And it could be that my nose was just not at 100%, but this just kind of smelled like sweet, slightly toffee-like bakery. So I didn't love it, but it was okay. Like, I didn't dislike it as much as I thought maybe I would. I think the throw was medium on this, but again, I'm not 100% sure how I think it was just before my nose, I realised my nose wasn't working properly. Not something I would purchase, but yeah. Not the Basement from the Pharmacist's Daughter. So Icy Peppermint, Summer's Earth, Lord of Misrule. Another one. This one was in my de-stash pile as well. It was in my de-stash pile because all I smell on cold is Icy Peppermint. I don't smell any earthiness and I don't smell Lord of Misrule. So I was hoping for it to be more of a Lord of Misrule heavy blend. But I pulled it out of the de-stash pile to melt it because I just wanted to see if the Icy Peppermint I'd be able to smell it. I could smell it cold, I could not smell it warm. So again, that's just me, but that means I just don't know how strong it was. So not something I would buy again. Although I am tempted just to buy like, I don't know, a scoop of something nose clearing. And just store it away for emergencies. Like, although I still, because I was like sniffing on like, I was trying to clear my sinuses by like sniffing like a, Vicks inhaler. Because I normally hate those things. And they still, I think I'm a bit allergic to them. Like, I get like red rashed and stuff. And it's potentially partly why I'm having like such a strong like allergy reaction now is because I was doing it. So maybe not, but I just wanted to be able to smell something, man. Cashmere, Cedar, Palo Santo, and Vanilla Birch. So this I did in my bedrooms last night. It was really good. For me, it is mostly Cashmere Cedar, like that kind of, it's sort of woody, a bit juicy, and it's a little bit body care-like. But there's more wood because of the Palo. I don't think I noticeably got Vanilla Birch. I can't remember, but anyway. I do really enjoy this one because I feel like it's just like an enhanced Cashmere Cedar. Throw, medium to high, possibly a repurchase. I did like that one. I did do a few Teddy Bees souffles because I do have my Teddy Bees order arriving this week. I am annoyed. I did try to forwarded it express, paid an arm and a leg to do it, to try and get it here before they're ready to ship. But then the shipping company just held on to it for days. So it's still estimated to arrive tomorrow, I think, or maybe Tuesday. Anyway, very annoyed about that. But Weekend with Papa from Teddy Bees. So this is Salty Sierra, Vanilla Bean Noel, Toasted Marshmallows, which is Sadie, blended with roasted pine cones. I love this because I just love a good roasted pine cones blend, and this is definitely one of the best. Roasted pine cones is just this amazing, it reminds me of Vanilla Balsam, but with pine cones. Like, it's got that kind of sweet vanilla tone to it, and it's just so lovely, and it blends so well here with the Salty Sierra. And a bit of extra vanilla. Like, it's just fabulous, fabulous scent. It always throws really well for me. I have another souffle of it, but I would still repurchase more of it. It's a really, really good scent. The Pharmacist's Daughter RIP. So this is Blackberry Jam, Zucchini Bread, Funnel Cake, Jelly Donut. This one, for most of its melting, it just smells like Blackberry Jam. For some reason, the bakery notes don't come through very strongly. So the Zucchini Bread and the Funnel Cake, for me anyway. And the Jelly Donut, I can smell it when the whole thing is melting down, and it's really good, but so the first sort of 30 minutes, but then it's gone. I don't know if the Blackberry Jam overpowers it or if it just fades out, but if I could smell the blackberry jam, the jelly donut all the way through, I would really enjoy this scent because it smells so good cold, and they just smell like when they're melting down, it smells really good. But the jelly donut just disappears, and it makes me very sad. Throw is probably medium on this one. I won't be repurchasing it because I like the blackberry jam scent, but I want the blend, not just blackberry jam. Blueberry cheesecake waffles from Teddy Bears. So this is blueberry creamy cheesecake, butter pecan waffles, and maple syrup. This is an absolute favourite of mine. This is so freaking good. I feel like it's the cheesecake that really makes the difference here. You can definitely smell blueberry, but it's not like overwhelmingly strongly blueberry. It's definitely a delicious creamy cheesecake. You can smell the butter pecan waffles. You can smell maple syrup, and it just smells like a drizzle. It smells so good. Oh, I just haven't got words for how much I love this scent. I've already gone through, I think, a souffle, and then this is the first. This was like bags of tiles that she did and are ready to ship. I have 2 more bags of the tiles. So I'm going to try and get this onto the next pre-order list. Got no idea if I'll get it there or not, but you know what I mean. There's always scents that I, you know, try to get up there on the list because I just really, really want them poured. And this is definitely one of them. Always throws really well. And like I said, 100% repurchase. Another one I want to campaign for is Mrs. Teddy Bear. So, blend of teddy bear biscuits, cherry pie filling, and whipped cream. This is the most amazing, unique, fabulous cherry bakery I've ever smelled. Sorry, one moment. What's up, bud?
I'm in last place.
You're in last place. Okay.
I'm in last place, and I was because I was trying to win first place.
The joys of filming in the morning. So Mrs. Teddy Bear, it smells cherry, and I'm not normally the biggest fan of cherry, but it smells like delicious, just baked goods cherry. I don't know how else to describe it. And I think because it's teddy bear biscuits, not like a pie crust scent, because often cherries, you know, for cherry bakery, like cherry pie, it gets blended with pie crust, and then, because pie crust I can never really smell. So it doesn't get real, like, it doesn't smell bakery, so it smells too cherry, but the teddy bear biscuits really holds its own as like a kind of spiced bakery scent, and it's just so good. It's not overly spicy, but it's just got a bit of a spice to it. So I absolutely love this. Again, I have another souffle because I did buy 2, but I should have bought a loaf. So regretting that. But anyway, great throw on this one. 100% get that one again. In at the Crossroads from Teddy Bears. So this is Palo Santo sweet sugar cookies with a hint of black cherry. This one is okay. It's not my favourite. I definitely prefer Mrs. Teddy Bear for a cherry scent. The black cherry in this one, I don't know. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes it just has a tone to it that I'm not the biggest fan of. I like the Palo in this, but there's just something a bit deep and sweet that, I don't know, I just don't love with this one. So it's okay. It throws well, but it's not going to be a repurchase. Cornbread cinnamon roll muffins from Rose Girls. Sorry, I really didn't want to be clearing my throat on this video, but it's going to happen. I don't love this one. I don't love the cinnamon. The cinnamon is very... it's just a very sort of... I don't know if it's red hot, but it's just not that kind of warm baked cinnamon spice that I like. It's a bit more sharp than that. And that's mostly what I get. And the bakery, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't love it. The throat's kind of light to medium on this one, though. It's definitely not something very strong. I wouldn't purchase this. It's, yeah, just not my thing. And then the last empty is Fall Cravings from Tea Time Tarts, who is coming back soon, yay. So caramel apples, pumpkin pecan waffles, and buttery vanilla batter. This scent is not my favourite. It's very sickly sweet. I don't know... I think it might be the buttery vanilla batter that does it, because I do normally like her caramel apples. I'm not sure about her pumpkin pecan waffles. I don't think I've done much with Tea Time Tarts in the way of pumpkin pecan waffles before. Because it was probably about a year ago that I really got into pumpkin pecan waffles, and Tea Time Tarts has been gone for nearly a year. She kind of, her last orders were in like October, I think, ish last year. And then she kind of went quiet, closed down. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, this one is a bit sickly sweet for me. Not a big fan. Throws medium to high, but yet not something I'd purchase. Alright, that is the empties. Now on into the unempties. I'll just pause and take a drink. Okay, ready to go. So first up, I have Pacific Woods Frosted Juniper and Cranberry Woods from L3. This was my custom. I absolutely adore this. I was really worried, especially when it arrived, that I thought it was just going to be too overwhelming because they have 3 very strong, like bold profile kind of outdoorsy scents, but it's incredible. So the juniper, so like juniper berry and the cranberry, so those 2 kind of berries have kind of come together. And that's like, to me, the most prominent part of the blend is that kind of sharp, tart, but sweet sort of berry scent. And it smells really good. But then there's a really complex profile of like a woods background behind it. With like the pine and all the notes from Pacific Woods and the wood note from Cranberry Woods. Like, it is incredibly strong. And it just, every time I melt it, I'm just like, it is so freaking good. Like, it's, in some ways, it's a bit similar to Cranberry Woods, but it's just way more complex, but really, really good. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Great throwing scent. 100% would do that one again. Like, it is just really, really good. Teddy B's Sweetheart Cookies. So this is pink sugar frosted sugar cookie shortbread birthday cake sweet milk. I really enjoy this one. Teddy B's does great pink sugar bakery scents. I actually bought 2 in the ready to ship this morning, although they're pretty basic ones. One's like, no, I only bought one. There was pink frosted sugar cookies. And it's just like pink sugar crystals and the signature sugar cookie scent. So I don't think it's going to be as impressive as this one, because this one obviously has a lot more going on in it. It's creamy, it's cookie-like. The pink sugar just adds like a really interesting kind of tone to it. I really enjoy a good pink sugar bakery. So yeah, love this. Really good throw. Definitely will get this one again. I've already repurchased it. I think this is number 2, like the second time I've had that scent. L3 buttercream frosting, zucchini bread, sugar cookie royale, and wildberry mousse. This is one of my favorites. Every time I melt this, it's just such an amazing staple berry bakery. I really love a wildberry mousse scent. Like, I don't know, something about that mix of berries is really appealing to me. And this one is just perfect because it's got a really good, dense bakery base. Like zucchini bread and sugar cookie royale, they blend perfectly together. And then there's gorgeous creaminess from the buttercream frosting. So every time I melt this, it makes me so happy. It's really well weighted with bakery, creamy, and wildberry. Like, nothing they're all really strong in there. So yeah, absolutely love it. Great throw. Always will repurchase that one. It's one of my all-time favourites. Something I'll do my loaves. Teddy B's Winter Farmhouse. So this is sugarcane, rosemary, blue spruce, teakwood, sweet mint, Palo Santo, light florals. This is just an absolute favourite of mine as well. I'm at the halfway point of this loaf. This is the second loaf that I've worked on. It's just such a complex, amazing scent. Like, it's, to me, it's quite fresh and minty. Like, I don't know if fresh is the right word, but it's quite uplifting because there's a sweetness with the sugarcane and the sweet mint. And blue spruce, I feel like, as a sort of sprucey tree-like scent, kind of leans into those sort of lighter, sweet, sort of outdoorsy scents as well. I don't really get teakwood, but I do get a woody tone overall. Like, so I guess the palo and the teakwood together, and you get a touch of rosemary too. Like, it's just a really gorgeous, well done scent. I love melting this one all year round. It doesn't have to be a winter scent because I feel like that sweetness and that freshness just really kind of carries it all year. But it is also cozy, I think, from the woodsiness. So, love it. Great throw. We'll always repurchase this. I'm wondering if this one will come up in the pre-order because it's like, you know, holiday and winter scents and stuff like that. If it does, I might have to get some more because I just love it so much. The Riverlands. from Teddy Bees. So Palo Santo, Cool Mountain Air, Balsam Patchouli, Crisp Melon, Cedar, Crunchy Leaves and Sandalwood. Did this one, I was going to say, no, so this one is at the halfway point as well. I think I've been melting these two together a lot. So Winterfell in one space and the Riverlands in another. They're not, I think they are complementary. They're very different scents, but I feel like they just, like, having them on in the house together, just, they create a nice vibe, you know. This one is a lot more fresh. It's crisp. It's got a slight juiciness, I guess, from the melon. It doesn't smell like melon, though. And then woody tones with, like, sandalwood and palo. It's just so amazing. I think it's an epic blend for the Riverlands. Like, it really makes me think of the Riverlands. So, yeah, I love this. I got a souffle in today's ready to ship. So, because I just went, look, half a loaf is good. This was poured in the October last year. So, yeah, I guess, I mean, it probably didn't reach me until December or so. So, I mean, it's, you know, 10 months for half of a loaf. It's not like I'm like, it's disappearing at a rate of knots. But with Teddy Bees, you just never know. A scent that's been in a pre-order, it might not return for like 2 years. So, I just wanted to get the souffle in case I finish the loaf and then the Riverlands just doesn't return. Then at least I'll have something still there. So, I love it. Great throw. Always a repurchase. Alright, I'll do the scoops now. L3 caramel apple zucchini bread. Love this, although my nose still wasn't 100%, so I didn't smell it as much as I would have liked to when it was melting. Her caramel apple is fabulous and it just blends so well with zucchini bread. So really looking forward to melting that one when my nose is, you know, back up and working properly. Scoopable berry lovely bread. So wild berry lemon cookie, baked zucchini bread. Apologies. Blackberry jam cookie and marshmallow smoothie. I really like this one. I fell in love with the Berry Lovely scent from Rose Girls because I had a like Berry Lovely birthday cake and I think Berry Lovely ice cream. And I mean, you know I love wild berry, and then blended with extra like blackberry and then just a touch of a really refined, lovely sweet lemon, like not an overwhelming lemon curd. It just amplifies the whole blend. So anything Berry Lovely is good. The zucchini bread, it's not super prominent in this. It's just a smooth bakery base. So, love this. I have another scoop of it. It's probably a solid medium to high throw. I found with the... Sorry. I found with the Rose Girls one that it was always light. Like, I loved the scent, but the throw was light. Which was always really devastating to me. So, I just think as a blend, it's not a strong blend. But it does better for me in the scoops. Like, I can melt it in my kitchen and I can definitely smell it. So, happy enough with that. We'll continue to repurchase any of the Berry Lovely scents that Scoopable does. Like, if she does other blends with it, I will get those. But I've got 2 scoops, so I'm probably okay for the meantime. L3 roasted coffee, Bear Claw zucchini bread. I really do enjoy this because I love roasted coffee. It's just a fabulous coffee blender for bakery. I do feel like the Bear Claws is maybe pushing this slightly into a bakery territory that I don't love. Like, it's a very dense pastry-like bakery. Like, I'm just not a huge fan of Bear Claws. But because I like the zucchini bread and the roasted coffee, I do like this scent. Yeah, it's good. I probably, if I was going to do it again, I'd probably do roasted coffee, zucchini bread, and a different bakery than Bear Claws. But still, I do enjoy it and it throws really well. Blackberry lemon curd zucchini bread from L3. So this one is really good. I've also had blackberry lemon curd white elephant exchange. That one I didn't love because the white elephant exchange was not strong enough. So, but this one, the zucchini bread really holds its own. So the blackberry and lemon curd on its own is quite strong and a bit overwhelming and a bit too lemony for me. But here with the zucchini bread, like, it's just really nicely balanced. So this is a good blend. It throws very strongly. I don't think it's a repurchase. Again, because I feel like I'm moving away from lemon curd a little bit. I love a good lemon bakery, but lemon curd just tends to be too, weirdly, both too tart and too sweet. Like, it's just too much. I really enjoy lemons, but I like them to be a little bit more refined and, yeah, not as in your face as a lemon curd. So L3 Hot Orange Danish Coffee Bean Cookie Therapy. This is not bad. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of orange coffee scents, but I do like Hot Orange Danish. You do get a lot of Hot Orange Danish in this. It's like that smooth, it's quite a smooth orange scent to me. It almost makes me think of like the orange cream inside of a chocolate. And then there is coffee here, but it's not super strong. Oh, it is kind of, it is, but like it doesn't overwhelm the orange and the bakery elements. So, and I wouldn't be able to tell that cookie therapy is in here. It's just like a bakery base. So this one is super strong. This one like throws like out of the room that you're melting it in. I do enjoy it. I probably don't need to get it again, but it is good. Americana Marshmallow Smoothie from Pharmacists Daughter. Scoopable Tart Wax. Monster Cookie Blackberry Jam Butter Cookie Marshmallow Smoothie. I do really like this. I think the monster cookie is what really makes it. Because the blackberry jam butter cookie that Scoopable and Rose Girls uses, I can take or leave a bit. On its own, it smells a bit plastic-like. But here I think it's really good because it blends really nicely with the monster cookie. And monster cookie is just a fabulous cookie blender. And like marshmallow smoothie, I think it just adds a really nice creamy sweetness to anything you put it in, right? So I do really enjoy this. It throws really well. Medium to high. It was probably similar to Berry Lovely Bread. This one, I don't know if I must repurchase it. I might, because I do enjoy it, but it's not one I'm like crazy for. L3 Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies. Kicking myself for melting this. It was the day that I realised that my nose was just completely blocked and my scent was gone, so I couldn't smell it. I love it. It smells so good. It is a fabulous combination of pumpkin pecan waffles and blackberry jam butter cookies. It is very similar to Teddy Bear's blackberry butter pecan waffles, which is a really popular blend from her. I do prefer the Teddy Bear's one slightly. Couldn't tell you why. I just think it's slightly better. But this is very similar and very close. So if I ever run out of the Teddy Bear's one and can't get it again, I would just get more of this. But yeah, I couldn't smell it this time around, so I was really annoyed about that. Caramel Cherry Coke Float from Scoopable Tart Wax. So this one's Cherry Cola Sticky Caramel Vanilla Custard. Another one I melted. I could barely smell it. It has a weird kind of, it has like the chemical smell of Coke here, which I don't love. Like I'm not sure how it's going to go warm, and I'm no closer to knowing that because it just, yeah, I couldn't smell it. So I'm really annoyed that I chose to melt that. Same with this one, Cream Soda Malt from Scoopable. So this is Cream Soda Stroop Waffle McFlurry type. This one smells really good because it smells like cream soda with ice cream, and I just love that smell. So I think I will really enjoy this one, but I couldn't smell it melting, so. Deadpool from L3. So this one is smells like a sweaty superhero should. Vanilla Patchouli Abercrombie Fierce type. I love this one. It is always super strong. I definitely could smell this one. But my nose was kind of semi-fixed by the time I did it. It's just such a wonderful masculine scent. It's complex. You can definitely smell that patchouli, like that earthiness. It's got a freshness to it. Oh, I just love it. It's kind of cozy too. Like it's a kind of cozy masculine scent. I don't know. I really enjoy it. Get great throw from it. I have already repurchased it. I've got like maybe one melt left in that little scoop tub. And I'm looking forward to, yeah, doing it, melting more of that. So I also did Teddy Bear's Blackberry Butter Pecan Cookies. So this is Butter Pecan Waffles, Blackberry Jam and Butter Cookies. So this is the scent that I was talking about just before, that is usually similar to the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies from L3. This one bag though, that was poured in June last year, and I did talk to Tiff about this one. Her Butter Pecan Waffles was different, and so this one is much stronger than the Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies. Usually it is much stronger on the pecan waffles, and you just get like a nice hint of blackberry jam. But this one is much more cookie and blackberry jam. So this one I consider to be like a different blend, even though it is named the same. Yeah, I say all that. I melted it on the same day as that other one and I couldn't smell it. So couldn't tell you how it smelled this time around, but that's just what this bag, like this bag is like blackberry. I don't know. I need to give it another name or something because to me it is a different blend. I do have a tub of the right blackberry jam, the blackberry butter pecan cookies. I just haven't started it yet. Pharmacists Daughter, House of Death. So this is wood sage, sea salt, rustic lodge, Palo Santo. This one, look, I don't love it. I'm not sure what part of it is, but it's kind of powdery. Like it's woody, but it's powdery. And I do normally like wood sage and sea salt, and I like Palo Santo, so maybe it's the rustic lodge. I don't know. But yeah, there's a real powdery aspect to it that I don't love. So throw a sort of medium to high, but yeah, that one wouldn't be a repurchase. I wasn't a big fan of that. Teddy Bees, Mr. Claus. So this is Cranberry Woods type, Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies and Palo Santo. I do really enjoy this. I mean, I love Cranberry Woods. And you do get a good dose of cranberry, but it's quite sweet. But it's not like a sweet cranberry, you know, because it's sweetened by the cookies. So it's, because I don't really love like a sweet cranberry blend. But here, where it's like more of a tart, fresh cranberry blended with a sweet cookie, that I do enjoy. And then I think the Palo Santo just kind of tempers the whole blend. So yeah, I really, really enjoy this one. It throws medium to high. I would like it to be a little bit stronger, but it still does okay. I definitely will repurchase this one. It's dropped. British Creepy Treasures, Creeper's Lair. So this is Tobacco Bay and Blue Sugar. I really enjoyed this, but I wasn't like crazy about it. I think because I know a lot of people really, really love this blend. I was really expecting to be like all over it. And don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it. I just maybe am not like the crazy fan of Tobacco and Bay that some people maybe are. I think it's good. So this smelled like a really nice, complex, masculine take on Blue Sugar. It reminded me a little bit of Super Tart's Suits. Now that one is obviously much stronger and fresher. It's got like cannabis flower and stuff. So there is differences, but I just feel like it had a similar, like amped up masculine tone on the Blue Sugar. So it just, yeah, just kind of reminded me of that scent a little bit. So I did enjoy it. It threw, I don't know, when I first had it on, I couldn't really smell it and I was getting frustrated, and then I came down later and I could smell it. It was probably solid medium to high. So I don't know if that was my nose or if it just took a while to get going. But anyway, it is good. I'm not sure if it's a repurchase. Tears at Least from Teddy Bees. So this is Palo Santo Pink Strawberries, Amber and Vanilla Lace. I really am enjoying this. I've been sitting on it for so long. It was poured in just over 2 years ago now. Because I had 2 souffles of it. By accident. I actually didn't mean to get 2 souffles. I remember when I first got it. Hang on, I'm just going to pause a sec. I remember when I first got this one, I was a bit disappointed in it. I think because I'd just been getting into like Palo Santo chiffon type blends. And so I was kind of hoping that this would be similar to that, like kind of woodsy, sweet, girly. And it sort of is, but it just, at the time, I wasn't loving it. But now, it's really strong on the palate. I don't know if cure time has made that happen, but it is such a strong woody scent. But it's just got these really pretty girly elements to it. Pardon me. So yeah, I do really love this one. I mean, I'm not sure if it's one to get again just because I sat on it for so long, but right now I'm really enjoying it and I would consider requesting it again, and it is throwing really well. Birds from Super Tart. So this one is Harvest Ale. I've got a clam of it over here because I had it in my Super Tarts ready to ship. Harvest Ale, Pumpkin Donuts, Brown Sugar and Buttercream. I love this one, and I definitely could smell it even though my nose was still a bit blocked that day. Like, Harvest Ale is just this super unique. It's kind of in the cider family, but it's different and it's just better. You get creaminess from the buttercream. I don't really think that I get like a, what was it? I can smell a bit of bakery and brown sugar, but it's not like noticeably pumpkin. But yeah, I adore this scent. It always smells so good. I don't know why I started melting it really late this season. Like normally I would start melting it, you know, early, as soon as the weather starts to cool down, but I sort of forgot about it. But I'm making up for that now. I'm sort of pulling it every other week. So love it. Definitely a repurchase. Okay. Home stretch, because I did melt less this week. Because I had probably 2 days where I just didn't bother melting because I just knew I couldn't smell. Teddy Bee's Boudoir. So this is pink sugar Palo Santo sugar cookies. This one, 100%. If I can get just 1 cent on the pre-order list that's coming up in September, I want it to be this one. I would forgo all of the other scents that because I mentioned a few that I'm keen to get, but this one, I must have more. It is just the best pink sugar bakery I have ever had. The Palo just takes it to this whole other level. It's just an amazing combo. It smells just like the most delicious pink sugar cookie scent that you've ever had. So, so good. This is my second clam. I'm down to 2 cubes. I'm very sad about that because I just love melting it so much. This one will be loaf worthy for sure. 100%. If you see it on the list and you like the sound of it, please vote for it. No, don't. It's really good though. Like it is really, really, really good. So yeah, 100% want to get more of that. Palo Beach from Hayden Rose. So I think I melted this when my nose wasn't working super well. It's quite a nice, unique, almost kind of, it sort of makes me think of like incense in summer. So it is nice, but yeah, I didn't smell it this time, so I can't really remember much about it. And same with driftwood. I melted driftwood as well from Hayden Row. And it's quite a unique driftwood scent. I feel like I don't really... Yeah, I haven't really smelled the driftwood like it. I find it hard to describe. It does have a woody tone, but it's not just wood. But yeah, again, it's been a while since I last melted it, and I really couldn't smell it this time, so I can't really comment. Good thing I didn't finish them off, I guess. Beans and cream from the Pharmacist's Daughter. So Coffee House Marshmallow Sweet and Creamy Coconut Shortbread Cream. So this one is okay for me. I don't love Coffee House, but I do like their coconut shortbread cookies. So it's a nice kind of creamy sweet bakery scent. The coffee is okay. I would prefer a different coffee oil in it, but that's just me. This one throws medium to high. It's probably not a repurchase, but it's not bad. Annoyed, again, I did this one on a day I couldn't smell. Miracle on 34th Street, Whitewoods, Vanilla Lace, Golden Amber. I really like it. It's like woody, but I'm really enjoying... I've decided I do like Vanilla Lace. I used to think that I didn't like it, but I think I just had it in a couple of blends. It was just the blends it was in. But this one just has such a pretty girliness with the woods. It just smells so good. So I love it, but I couldn't smell it when I was melting. So very annoyed about that. Sorry. Shouldn't be coughing on camera. The Pharmacist's Daughter Trick or Treat. So this is Cider Lane Marshmallow Fireside Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. This one is quite nice. I mean, I feel like it's a blend that probably happens a lot. Lots of vendors do it. But this is a good one, like it's well balanced. And even though I don't think I love their pumpkin pecan waffles, in here it smells good. I do think theirs is a little bit spiced, which I don't love. But in here it does work well. So I enjoyed this. It throws... Look, I could smell it even though I do think my nose was not at full capacity that day. So I actually think it's pretty strong. It's possibly a repurchase. I don't know. I think it was probably up recently. Like they put that because it was in the Halloween advent last year, and I think they put a lot of those scents up again this year. I didn't look at it because this July I just went nuts. I purchased from sales. I did the K 20% off sale. I did Savannah Blues 40% off sale. I got a Try Me sampler from L3, and some other stuff. Like I really did go bad on wax in July. So the Pharmacist's Daughter advent thing just had to be a skip for me. But anyway. Timberwolf from vintage cheeks. So fresh mown hay, sweet balsam, smooth vetiver, and cedarwood. This one, on cold, I don't love it. It mostly smells like fresh mown hay. Like, it smells like slightly dry grass. I don't get much. I was hoping for vetiver and balsam and stuff. I don't really get a lot of that. I don't know how. I melted it last night in here, and it's always hard to tell with vintage cheek scents because I don't know. I feel like it was maybe more the scent. It just didn't throw. Because vintage cheek scents does not tend to like it in here. I don't know why. But it just doesn't. So, because my nose, like I did a desk haul video last night, and I could smell that, and I could smell other things melting in my house, but I couldn't smell this one. So I can't conclude for sure because I do know that my nose is still a little bit messed up, but I feel like that one just didn't throw. And then the last combo that I also just didn't smell, so I feel like I shouldn't even talk about it. I tried Pumpkin Pecan Waffles and Cotton-Headed Nitty Muggins from L3, which is like a marshmallow scent. It's like a coconut marshmallow, I think. Anyway, couldn't smell it. So, I do love her Pumpkin Pecan Waffles though. That's it. That's everything that I melted this week. That is shorter than what my videos normally are because I just melted less. I'm going to leave it there. I was hoping to do another haul video this morning, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to. You can probably hear I'm just getting more and more blocked up. I've still got to do super tarts. I've got a big pile of ready to ship clams just sitting here begging to be put away. And then in my lounge room I've got all of my K. The K is just massive and I want to be back at 100% before I do the K. So yeah. So those are coming. I just don't know when. So yeah, hopefully you're all doing well and better than me. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.